Are you looking for a smart and efficient way to brighten up the exterior of your home? This video is for you. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. So Novostella reached out to me to see if I wanted to test out their smart LED floodlights, and I didn't know much about them except for I saw the Smart Home Solver video all about 20 smart ways to light your home, and these really impressed me through his video. So Novostella sent this to me so that I could make this review. So first I want to talk about that you will use the Smart Life application to install these, and you can get that on the App Store or the Play Store, and then it is compatible with your smart assistant that starts with an A, as well as Google Assistant. So here are a few more specs about the device. This is the 2-pack, it's 20 watts, it's RGB-CW, 100 to 240 volts, IP66, and a few more. I'm not too sure on what some of those numbers are. And then over here on the other side, you can see that they are dimmable. It has a 120-degree angle, goes to 40 Celsius to negative 25 Celsius. And then here it has a start time of 500 milliseconds, and then it warms up to 90% in less than 1 second, and the lamps cannot be changed in the luminaire. So if the lamps go out, you will have to get new devices. Now the first thing about this device is it is pretty hefty, this pack. So let's open it up and see what's inside. So first you have a free warranty extension you can unlock there, and some other information. And then here it's talking about the smart lights. And here's a quick look at the dimensions if you do need to know about that. Now this does not come with a base or screws to mount it on a base. That's kind of my really main complaint about this. So I did have to scrounge around and find that, but I would suggest using one of those for the best experience. All right, so there you go. We have these two different lights right here. Pretty good size cable there. And then there is the luminaire right there. And then you have a good way to mount it right there. So you could either angle it like that, which is really cool, or you could actually screw it into a board or something to get a little bit better angle. So we'll play with some of that. Now, one of my first concerns about this device is it being able to access my Wi-Fi when it is outside. So here it does have this little Wi-Fi extension, so I don't think it will be a problem connecting to the Wi-Fi. Now, you will need to connect these to a 2.4 gigahertz network to get them set up, and let's do that right now. All right, I'm gonna keep it out of frame so it doesn't blind you guys the whole time, but you can see that it's on right here. So to get these set up, we're going to go into the Smart Life application. So here I'm going to open up my lights folder, and then we're gonna go into Smart Life. And so now I just need to select plus. And also I do want to make sure that I'm on my 2.4 gigahertz network. So I'm on the 5 right now. I'm going to jump to the 2.4. That is connected. So we're going to jump back into the application. Now the next step is we are going to need to put these in pairing mode. And we're going to do that by turning it off and then on and then off and then on. And the light should then start flashing, indicating it is in pairing mode. So back in the app, we're going to select add manually, and then we're going to choose lighting, and then we're going to choose lighting Wi-Fi. And so here we're going to confirm that the LED is flashing. And again, it's confirming that we're connecting to the 2.4 gigahertz network and not 5 gigahertz. And now it is going to begin connecting that device to your Wi-Fi network. Once it finds the device, we need to select it and give it a name, and do that again for the second device. So here we can now edit the name. So we're going to name this Flood 1. And then we'll name this Flood 2. So now we have both of those devices, and I'm going to select done. So here we can see that those are in here, and let's turn this on and off. So you can see it quickly turns on and off. So let's go into Flood 2. So here we can change the Kelvin scale, which is really nice to be able to do that. And then here, if we want to change the color, we have all the different colors here. They're very bright and vibrant. And then here we can change the intensity. So if we want it on just a little bit. So here I can turn it down so you can actually see what the lights look like there. We brighten it up. And then here we can change the opacity of that color. And then we can create different types of scenes where when we tap on here, it adjusts what the lights look like. And then here we could set a timer, and we can create a schedule so that they automatically turn it off right here within the Smart Life application. And then we could also create them in a group. So let's say we want to add them to an outside room. So if we go into the light and we click the edit here, And then we have the option for create group. So now I'm going to choose what lights I want to be in that group. So we want both of these. Select save, and I'm going to call this outside. And then here we have the option to turn on and off both outside lights and then change their color at the same time. So this is changing both of them at once. So now let's go ahead and add this to our different assistant devices. So if we want to use Google Home, we need to go in here, select the plus, and then we're going to select set up a device, and then we're going to select have something already set up. So the first time you do this, you will need to search for Smart Life, and you will need to sign into your account so that it can then link your lights to Google Assistant. But since I've already done that, you can see my Smart Life is here. The only thing I need to do is, since I've added new lights, I just need to go to Google Assistant and say, sync my devices. So now if I go back into the Google Home application, down here at the very bottom, you can see that I now have flood 1 and flood 2. So I can select off, it will turn that off. I can go in here, turn it on, and I can also change the color right from here. And I can change the brightness as well. And the same thing, so if you have done this with the Amazon Assistant, if you go in here, select menu, and go to skills, and then here you will just need to search for the Smart Life skill. You will need to enable this and then sign into your account, and then it will discover those devices and they will be added within your home. So because I've already set this up with my Smart Life account, we can come in here and now we can see that we have those devices as well, and then we can use our assistant to quickly turn them on and off. So let's go and get these mounted on some boards. Okay, so I found a few boards here that I'm going to mount them on. So first I need to find an Allen wrench to unscrew the bracket here, and then I just need to find 2 screws, maybe with washers, to screw them in. Once complete, I then just need to tighten it back up with the Allen wrench, and I'm going to make this tight enough so I can easily angle it so that it stays in that position. And now we're going to complete this for the second one. All right, now we're good to go. It is cold out here, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna actually have them go up on these trees. So it's gonna have this tree glow red and that one green. So let's put them at the base, get the wire set up, and then test them out. Previously, I had my extension cord plugged into this smart outlet, but I'm going to plug it directly into the outlet now because the lights are smart themselves. Okay, so I set one right here. It's gonna be shining on that tree. Got my cables routed this way. And then got my second one over here. Now these would be ideal on the house, but we're gonna test it on the trees first and then see if there's any other place we could do it. I could maybe do it right here, but I kind of like that it might be on the trees. So let's let it get darker and we'll see what it looks like. First impression of these lights, I am very impressed with the brightness and just the vibrance of the color. So I'm just going to align it here to make sure it looks great. So these do have the 120-degree angle. So angling it down a little bit to the base of the tree worked a lot better, but I didn't want it shining too much on the fence. So I did have to adjust a little bit later. And here it is with both trees illuminated. Now let's go through the different colors. So this is on the white color, and we can change the brightness down to 1%, which is still pretty bright. And then you can go very bright, 100% here. And now let's check it out what it looks like with the lights off. So there you can see no light versus the 100% brightness. These definitely have an impact. So now let's go into changing the color. So we're gonna bring this down from a daylight to more of a soft light here. So definitely a wide range of white. So now let's go and check out the color. So the first thing down here at the bottom, you can change the opacity of that color. So you can turn that down, but now as we scroll through the dial, you can see all the different colors here. And again, these just look amazing and very bright and vibrant. So on the back tree, you can see near the top, it gets a bit dim. So I'd say the distance can be about 20 feet, no problem. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the different scenes. So the scenes will adjust all the lights in that group so that they all kind of interact with each other. So we have the night scene, we have reading scene, we have leisure, and these are using the static mode, so it just changes to one color. Next we have soft, and then we have colorful, where it's going to be using the flash mode, where it's going to flash through a different series of colors. And you can also increase or decrease the speed of that flash as well. And then here we have dazzling, where it's using the flash mode as well. And then the last on the list is Gorgeous. Now this is using the breathe method. So it's going to slowly go from one color to the next. And now all of these you can actually edit. So you can customize what color it's going to use and then what method. So either static, flash, or breathe. And here in editing the colorful method, I can actually change the name so I know exactly which one it is. And then I can go through and remove any of the colors that I don't want to be in this scene. So the yellow just didn't really fit, but everything else looks pretty good. And I can come in here and adjust every single color. And now when I select Christmas or set Christmas as a schedule, it's going to scroll through those different colors. And so there they are, the Novostella Smart LED floodlights. I'm very impressed by the color as well as how bright these can get. Now, these work great up against my trees, and I bet they'll work even better up against the house. So if you guys have any questions about these products, please let me know in the comments below. I'll also leave a link to them in the description below. And if you want to see how I set up my Christmas lights in the Google Home application to automatically turn on and off every single day, make sure you check out my video over here on the side. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.